Greetings, Inquisitors. Welcome to the channel. Happy Saturday. Or whenever you may happen to be watching this video. I suppose a lot of people won't be watching it on a Saturday. All right. My camera's driving me nuts. I keep having to make these little micro adjustments. Like the camera decides to do things differently if I wear a different shirt. I'm just supposed to have a green screen behind me, and it's supposed to recognize the green screen and do its thing. But I've got the lighting set up consistently every day, and still, I don't know why, but this thing. So if I suddenly disappear and it decides that my shirt is the same color as the green screen, don't be surprised, because that's what it's been doing. All right. So we got a few people in here. I think we're going to kick it off today talking about an account while we wait for some more people to show up. So the account that we have to look over today, CG Kills Free to Play. That's a rebel scum if I ever saw one. So this is a person who asked for a review a while back and made it to the top of the list by now. So we're just going to take a quick look through here. And the good news is, for this account, I don't think we're going to have too much valuable advice for this player, because they already know, like, they look pretty well like they know what they're doing. So if we go in here, we're about 2 million galactic power. We got 800 in ships, 1,100 in 1.1 million in characters, which is good. We're looking for that, 60% characters, 40% ships. That's right about where he's at. 1.2 and 8 would be the right ratio. So good on that. Arena rank is 31. Fleet rank is number 4. And obviously doing well in Division 6, tearing things up in there. So if we look at the ship inventory, we got Vader. He's a relic character with a 7-star ship. Same thing here. We got the boss going with the Houndstooth. We've got some intermediate ships here that have been worked on a little bit. We've got the Millennium Falcon at 5 stars, and finishing out with some other ships that are unlocked but not great. He's got the Negotiator at 6 stars. He's got the Chimera with Thrawn leveled up and relicked. And then a couple of these other capital ships that he's put a little bit of effort into. Like, Home One's kind of somewhere in the middle, but, he's worked a little bit on it. So he's got a decent capital ship there, too. So good fleets. This, pilotless tank here. Those are great ships to have. And, some of the ships that he's using, he's committed to with relict characters. That's great. So when we look at his characters, here's that Darth Revan team that's getting him good placement in the arena, squad arena. Here's Relic 7 Vader with 3 Zetas. So this is potentially an account that's been around for a little while. Got quite a few Zetas on it, a few characters up here. He's got both Revans, and this Malak is already 7 stars. So whenever you see a account that's enough to unlock both Revans and get Malak and have him up to 7 stars, you can assume that account's been going for a little while. So down here, what you see is it drops off pretty quickly, right? So you've got the top layer of characters that we're really committed to building. We've got kind of this middle part with characters that we've worked on. And then we've got this part down here where very quickly it drops off into characters that we're not interested in working on. And he's got the Ewoks, and it looks like he's bringing the Ewoks up. We got C-3PO here at 5 stars. As far as modding goes, again, player looks like he knows what he's doing. He's got potency with speed substats, offense with speed substats, speed with some decent substats, good offense, 4.17%, speed and offense. And then if you look at this mod down here, it's only got 4 speed, but it's also not 6 dot. So I'm guessing that he's probably waiting to farm up a better mod down here before he commits to 6 dots. So overall, very well modded Vader. Oh, you got to go, Griff? Sorry to hear that, man. It's always good to have you around. Nabokov says, for this account, remember to farm tanks along with the rest of the factions. We have General Kenobi there, but for the other factions, some room to improvement with tank strength. Yep, that's for anybody who doesn't know what Nabokov is talking about. Tanks are a really good commodity in Grand Arena. You know, if you have a really good offensive trio, like let's say you have Han, Chewie, and Commander Luke Skywalker, and you throw them in there. If you have L337 as a tank, and you can just stick her in the team with them, it doesn't even matter if she has synergy. She has taunt right at the start of the game, so anything that comes flying out of the opponent is going to hit her and leave your 3 offensive people in good shape. So having tanks, especially tanks with pre-taunt, is always a good thing. I don't know. For the Revan team, no, there was no set in there. But that's definitely a character you could build, the Sith Empire Trooper. Here he is. So he's on his way. He's got a Sith Empire Trooper somewhere down in here. So that's not too bad. The kid with bad ideas. Hello, dude. Hello. All right. So we'll get back to the account review. We'll take a look at this Revan. 344 speed. That's the main stat we're looking for on this Revan, and it's huge. And you can see that this is where he's been slicing up with his 6-dot slicing materials. So he's gone after as much speed as he can. He's got 25 there, 22 there, 23 speed there, 25 here, 26, and then, of course, a speed arrow here. So he's about as fast as he's going to get. The Bastila is also pretty darn good. She's sitting at, 319 speed. So she's in good shape. Got a good bit of extra potency on her, which I like to see. All right. And then we've got Thrawn, and I think the Revan, Bastila, and the Thrawn are the 3 characters that he has that are over 300 speed. At 2 million galactic power, that's not too bad, having 3 characters that are up that high. So the Thrawn is in pretty good shape as well. Decently fast. And then the Malak, he's kind of split between health and tenacity. And it's nice to have this extra tenacity on Malak. And then he's got protection, protection, and protection. So for anybody who doesn't know, Malak at the start of the round converts all of his protection to health. So it doesn't matter whether you put it in health or protection, it gives you a big pool of health. 252 speed, lots of potency, lots of tenacity. So just a good old tank. Good stats on Malak. All right, so obviously he's got that arena team up and running and going well. He's got Padme here. He's got Ahsoka, JKA, Kenobi. And then over here he's got Jedi Knight Revan coming up. So a lot of different stuff, a lot of good stuff started. As far as overview on this account, what would I say the direction would be? Keep working on the characters that you're planning to put on your squad arena team. That's good. I see you've got Thrawn on there with Watt. Maybe you're happy with that. Maybe that's all the further you're going to go. But if you do build another character, I would recommend against building this HK, and I would go more toward the Marauder, because that could be meet the requirements for the Sith Eternal Emperor. But overall, I would say, get that C-3PO, work on this Padme team, and then relic your Revan and Bindo so that you have a couple good guy teams. And then from there, you got to pick a galactic legend. When I look at this, I don't see the First Order looking like we're going for Kylo. If I go to Resistance, I don't really see Resistance looking like we're going for Rey. And when I look at Empire, it doesn't really look like we're going for the Sith Eternal Emperor yet. So I think that's it. I think once you stabilize the good teams that you already have going, get the Revan team, Padme, Jedi Knight Revan, and then Maybe relic this Bosk if you want to stop off for that. But then I would definitely pick a Galactic Legend and just really focus down making your next project your first Galactic Legend. Ships, nothing to add to ships. Just quit unlocking new ships, right? You've already got 2 really solid fleets. I wouldn't go unlocking a bunch more ships unless you want to unlock them as prerequisites for doing the finalizer or the Radis. Then sure, grab some ships. All right. For this account, would you go for C next or gas? Definitely Galactic Legend. General Skywalker is a good character, but I'm always going to recommend that you get 1 Galactic Legend into your account before you go for General Skywalker. Just as a general rule, I mean, General Skywalker is good, but he is not as good as getting a Galactic Legend. And you still got to farm all the Get 1 currency. And, he's got Malik farmed up, so he's used up a bunch of the Get 1 already. We know that. So Hermit Yoda's at 7 stars. So between those characters that he's already got and worked on, then, maybe he's got a huge bank of it. But I would say, I would definitely say the next route, looking at this count for me, would be the Galactic Legend. And I think either Sith Eternal Emperor or Kylo, Supreme Leader Kylo would be a good choice. Either one of those. If this person likes Rey and wanted to go for Rey, that's not bad either. JML maybe? JML is a commitment. I mean, for everybody who recommends Jedi Master Luke, you have to understand, you got to get the... You've got to first get the Wampa and Hermit Yoda and get Jedi Knight Luke. And that's a haul. That is a lot of characters that you have pre-requirements for the guild event tokens. And, if you're going for revenue, you're going for gas, or you're going for any of that stuff, that's going to put a dent in your ability to get all the prerequisites for that JML. I think a lot of people that want to get JML, they go for it, and they're partway along their journey before they realize how far away they really are from being able to get Jedi Knight Luke, and then I'd hate to have already relicked 4 or 5 characters on the way there, and then find out that I still couldn't do it for another 7 or 8 months. So that's the thing, that you just gotta, if you've got the prerequisites for it, it's not a bad recommendation. But if I don't already see the Hermit Yoda and the Wampa at 7 stars, I'm not going to recommend that to anybody. It's too far of a path to travel. He only needs Wampa next, it seems. But again, get the Wampa and get your Jedi Luke going, and then, go for JML. So let's say he's got Wampa and he's just got Get 1 hoarded up and he's ready with a 7-star Wampa. Then yeah, I mean, you could pick JML also as your first Galactic Legend. In which case, then you don't have to stop off at Jedi Knight Revan. You don't need that second good guy team. You'll get other light side characters out of the JML. Does he have Hoda? Yeah, he has Hermit Yoda. He's got Hermit Yoda here at 7 stars. Alrighty. What other questions do we have over here? I'd recommend getting the Republic Y-Wing. The Republic Y-Wing is a long farm, and if he gets it, then that's good. Is he working on it? Yeah, I don't see it in here. Yeah, the Republic Y-Wing is a good ship. It's worth farming, but if you've already got these 3 ships as your starting 3, you don't have to worry too much about that Republic Y-Wing, because at that point all you're doing is either using it as a reinforcement, or you're trying to replace Houndstooth to put Houndstooth somewhere else. But I don't see that he needs Houndstooth, because then he's got his Rebel fleet over here that he's using with Biggs and Phantom and Rebel Y-Wing and Millennium Falcon. So I think he's okay. I mean, he could farm it and then eventually replace the Houndstooth, but it's not something that I would say is needed right away. That's my opinion. I mean, there's 100 different right ways to play. So, No right and wrong, just that's my opinion. In summary, for being a new account, having Malik as a start is awesome. I'm guessing this account's probably a year old, year and a half old, something like that. It's been around for long enough to get all this stuff. I'm guessing free to play. By the title, I'm assuming that this player is a free to play player because of the name he selected. So, but this is good. I mean, Darth Revan is a good team. It doesn't matter. Once this server is all full of galactic legends and Darth Revan can't place in the top 50, this is still going to be a ridiculous team on defense. Once you got those three characters, Relic, that's going to be a good defensive team for a long time. See you, Griff. If you're still in, later on, man. All right, I got to do something real quick over here. Okay. So there's that stuff. How many people we got in the channel now? We've got 22 people watching, and we've got 12 likes. So I would certainly appreciate it if you guys could give me a few more likes. That would be nice. That would help me out. All right, and let's take a look at this Darth Loquitur account. Grand Arena. All right, so if we go in here and we look at the last round, we got a win. I think we all saw how that was going to go while I was playing. He'd already cleared these two zones. He didn't get through the geos, and we got him 1207 to 789. So that was good. Coming here this week, or this third round, and we got an opponent over here with a ton of ships. So we're about the same on character galactic power, but he's got quite a bit more ships than I do. So unfortunate for me, but he's got the Houndstooth at 5 stars, and he's got that up and running pretty decent with Gear 11 Bosk. So that's going to be pretty scary if that's on defense. He's got this Relic Vader with the TIE Advanced, and then some other good ships to back it up. And then from there on, it kind of drops off pretty quickly with a bunch of mediocre ships. He's got the Executrix built up quite a bit, and then just a little bit of stuff on home one, but not really anything significant, just some levels. And so I'm hoping that's what's on defenses, his capital ship. At least that'll give me a better chance against what I might be fighting. Definitely some interesting ship choices by the opponent. Yeah, like this Vulture droid is a very good choice. That's good. You know, he's going to be very happy with that. He's got these Geo ships, and he's unlocked a bunch of Geo ships and then didn't really work on his Geos yet. So that's kind of the odd man out for me, is why would you build all of this stuff and then start building a Geo fleet also? You don't need a third fleet, so don't quite know what he's doing with that. But if you've already got 2 fleets and you want to build the Geos, go ahead and build the Geos. That's fine. But then just don't unlock their ships and start building up their ships too. Can we check on Conquest for both accounts too? We can do that after I do the Division 11 Grand Arena. So for characters, we've got Vader, Moff Gideon, Palpatine. We got Dooku, bunch of Jedi, Bounty Hunters, Bastila Fallen. So I'm guessing that, you know, this team for sure is going to be on offense, probably a Jedi team on offense. But then I was counting on him kind of doing maybe Bounty Hunters on defense, something with the, you know, Dooku and these Geos. So I figured if he used his Vader to get through my Geos, then I had to save enough offense in case he put some of those teams on defense. So I actually went a little bit lighter on defense than I have the last couple rounds. I put my Jedi up here, and I did get 1 hold with the Jedi. Then I got the Geos here. He cleaned them up. And I put a lighter weight Rebel team back here that he cleaned up in one shot. But I did that to save my bounty hunters because I don't know how much I'm going to need on offense. And then he cleaned up my ships with 1 reinforcement. If I get 2 reinforcements, I always feel good about that. That makes me feel like I took some banners away. When I only see 1 reinforcement, then I think, he killed me pretty quickly. I probably didn't get any banners. But maybe that means he had his Vader ship on offense. So that's what I'm hoping. Another late night stream. Oh, it's not too late night. 6:30 for me. I don't know if you're in Europe or something like that. That definitely makes it later at night. Yeah, he has bits, not the fleet. That's what I meant. Yeah, it's quite a few ships that he's opened up. All right. So if we look at the defenses that he placed, he put the newts over here with a mixed team of separatists. So we've got a couple Geos, we've got that Dooku, and we've got Asajj in here. Then over here we have 55,000 worth of Phoenix. And, they're all, what is this, gear 8? But they've all got health mods on them. So even though they're pretty low gear, they do have health mods, and they're pretty chunky for little guys. So I'm thinking we might want to do what we did last time and kind of divide it up with the nest food for Phoenix, our nest food. Yeah, this is my little account. I don't have nest yet. It's 150 for you. Woo! Must be somewhere in Europe, huh? Okay. So I'm thinking we'll take a Vader team in against one of these. And then we'll take the troopers in against one of these. But I feel like this team is actually more of a threat because Dooku is the only built-up character on here, and if you trigger a whole bunch of counterattacks, he can be super annoying. And Newt is going to come back a second time. He's going to live again. So I think this is potentially the more threatening team out of the two. I think this is potentially the team that would go better with Vader. But that leaves me a problem because I don't really want to use my troopers on Phoenix. I really kind of don't. Use lightning and dots against Dooku if you have a stun that's a strong counter. Yep, that is true. Then I would have to take in potentially my Kylo Ren unmasked or something like that. So I could do the troopers here, and that leaves me Vader and the bounty hunters and other stuff. But if you put something bigger on the back wall, then I'm kind of stuck. The other thing I could do is I could actually do bounty hunters here, like this, and I could put in these two. And we could do something like that, and then figure out what's on the back wall, and then split between Vader and the troopers, depending on whichever is more threatening. So what do you think, gentlemen? Can bounty hunters outlast Phoenix if you kill Ezra or Hera first? Yeah, I don't think that the Phoenix can outlast this team, simply because Kylo and Bosk both have taunt. It's going to be pretty hard for them to get to my other guys reliably. Boba and Jango can both ignore taunt, so if I go for Hera first, I should be able to take her out pretty quickly, and then go Chopper next. I may still go for Chopper first. And once Kylo keeps taunt up and it doesn't get removed by Chopper or Ezra, then every time he counterattacks, the Sith Trooper goes. So I'm thinking I may actually want to do this against the And I may actually want to put Kylo in the lead. I don't know. Let's see. 100% defense. This makes all my bounty hunters harder to kill. That might be a better strategy for this. And just play it out that way. Seems like overkill. Phoenix doesn't have that much damage. Yeah, I would rather overkill it, though. Do you have a fourth bounty hunter? Nope. That's all I've got unlocked so far. Just these three. And it's going to stay that way for a while. I won't build my other two bounty hunters for quite some time. That's like a second string team that I'm not focusing on nearly as much as I am on the Jedi and the troopers and the Geos. So I think I'm going to take this in, take out the Phoenix, see what's on the back wall. That leaves me my trooper team. It leaves me Vader with, Moff Gideon still and some other characters that can support Vader. So if the back wall is easy, Vader can do the back wall with few people, and we'll put the troopers up front. All right. Bookish says, I gotta go. See you later, man. Thanks for stopping in. All right. Let's do it. Let's jump on in there. And then after this, I'm going to do some banner math for everybody. Oh, man. Let's just get Ezra. Get him started. All right. Then I'm going to work on Chopper. And we're going to stun Kane and Jarrus. Big damage on everybody. All right. That is not what we wanted. We did not want a daze. No, now he's stunned. Okay, go ahead and beat him up. I don't care. Let's get Taunt up on him. Put the fire out. Start working on Chopper some more. Get the daze off. That's a nice hit. All right, this should get it. Thank you. All right, now we'll go back on Ezra. Get the stun back on him. Let's see. This should kill him. All right. Get Taunt again. Now we'll work on Hera. Let's see. Get Taunt back. Take a shot. That's nice. I like that. All right. Yeah, let's go for air effect. Get them both. Hit him. Get him on fire again. Let's put a net over here on Zeb. Big damage. Missile. Oh, it didn't work. All right. Taunt again. That should be it, right? What? Kylo Ren on mass should have been the only one losing protection. I guess somebody else lost a little bit. Yucky. Wargoat says hello. What gear did you stop to switch teams to have them ready for GAC on this account? None. I didn't stop or switch teams at all. I built the teams that I have right now with the intention of working on all the teams. I've got a bunch of videos that show week to week how I'm developing my account, and every week I put a little bit of effort into each one of the teams. So that's the way I do it. Okay, 34,000 with a bunch of rebels. So this back is easy now. We can take that with like Vader and one character. Okay. So now we're going to take troopers up here, and I'm going to talk about banner math. Let's say you go in to a matchup with 5 characters, and you destroy the opponent and get 60 banners. That's good, right? let's say you do the same thing and the opponent comes across and it hits you once and takes away a banner and you get 59. The math is all logical. It makes sense. It's good banners, and that's how you calculate out your win and how you're going to get your best banners. Let's say, for instance, now you said, okay, I'm just going to take 4 characters in there instead. And you still win, and you get all that. You get 1 extra banner. Now you take it down to 3 characters, and you get 62 banners. Once you start getting down to 3 or less characters, the likelihood that the opponent gets a turn becomes increasingly high. So once you get to 3 characters, they're probably going to get a turn. They're probably going to hit one of your characters. A win with 1 character losing protection on a 3-man team is exact same banners as a perfect win with 4 characters on your team. When people talk about solo and 2-man something, you have to have a really good team, and you have to know that you're going to win, because if you do a solo and they come over and take away your protection and take away some of your life, that's exactly equal to going in with 3 characters and having a perfect win with 3 characters. So if you're doing a solo, you like Nest. Nest has life, health steal. She gains her life back. She gains protection back. You can be confident that Nest is going to finish with herself in good shape. I've seen some Vader solos where they finish out the Vader solo and they've got like 10% life left on Vader. They could have just taken in 3 characters and crushed everything with Vader and been at the exact same banners. So when you see me and you're like, well, you can do it with 1 less character, you can do it with 1 less character. And a lot of times I do put that 4th character in there as an insurance policy. It's just because if I can put the 4th character in there, never let them have a turn, that's going to be better for my banners in the end than if I'd taken 2 characters and lost protection on both of them, right? So that's a little bit of calculating, and just in my own head, I would rather get enough characters on the table, get a good clean win, and not have to worry about whether or not I'm going to lose those extra banners or potentially lose the matchup, right? Because if you do it with too few characters and this Dooku comes across the table and stuns a couple of my guys, then it's going to be hard for me. So we are going to take the Stormtrooper in here for exactly that reason. Okay, let's check chat. I agree, but if you can save a good character for another battle, it's another story. Yes. If you can, but again, it depends on what teams you have. And if you're so low on teams that you need to save that character for another battle, like I was last week, earlier this week, where I had something on the back wall that actually took some doing, so I had to put less characters in another fight to save more characters for the back wall, then that's certainly something you can do. Certainly something you can do. But I typically don't go for like 2 character stuff. And this one, I'm going to take all 5 of these characters in. And you might not think that's a great idea to take all 5, but maybe I won't take all 5. Maybe I'll put out the Stormtrooper. Or maybe I'll put out Stark. So I can get an underdog. But I need to make sure that I have somebody who's the sacrificial lamb for the Dooku stuns, because Dooku's going to come across 100 times when everything I'm doing, he's going to come across and counterattack me. And he's the hardest one to kill. So I got to make sure that I've got somebody to take that stun who is not Snowtrooper. If we do this, I can use Piet, put it on Stark, and then we should be good to go. All right, send him in. Okay, get the buffs up. All right, Stark. Chucking you under the bus, buddy. All right. Well, it appears I was worried for nothing. I did not think I was going to kill Dooku in one hit. All right. Are you going to farm Shore Trooper as a tank for the Trooper team? I would love to, but I believe Shore Trooper is a hard node farm, and I just do not have any capability right now to do hard node farms. We're going to farm Moff Gideon to replace that Stormtrooper. So Moff Gideon will be in place of the Stormtrooper. Okay, here we've got a fleet with not too much power. That's good. All right. Will Snowtrooper one-shot them with the AoE? Good call, man. Yes, that was a good call. All right. War Goat is working on the Sea event and taking a break. Well, congratulations, man. Good job. All right, let's get these guys in here. Let's do that just so I don't have to deal with... I think I want the speed again, right? Do we want the speed again, or do we want Vader's lead? We'll do that, and we'll throw Dooku in for good measure. He missed the battle, so as long as I don't drop a battle, we got it. We don't have to fight for every single banner. So we'll do this. And these extra characters just make Vader faster. That's what that's all about. All right, so we'll do Merciless Massacre. We'll target the weakest enemy because we might kill him with Force Crush. Then we're going to find somebody to cull. I think that's going to be R2. Then we're going to just thump these guys. And that's it. Vader reigns supreme. Man, these low-level battles, you could start the battle, go to the restroom, and come back and still have time to finish without timing out. You get used to the battles at higher level where you spend 3 minutes fighting it out, you know. It goes pretty fast. The Relic 5 Snowtrooper is scary. Yes. Yes, he is. I've had a lot of people question as to why Snowtrooper would ever be my first relic. It's for that reason. He's in the team and he does his job and it's good. All right, get that out of here. Do we need one reinforcement? Not with 143,000 galactic power, right? He's got 71. He's got nothing. He's got the bare minimum. So we got our Geos. Take these in. And we'll get some banners. Get some banners. What are you thinking, guys? 63 banners? Sound good? TIE Fighter Pilot. Oh man, he's shooting different people. All right, let's get rid of that. Hopefully without too much dodge. Get rid of him. And then, is that enough to kill him? Yeah, we pulled the assist. 65. Beautiful. That's a beautiful thing. We should be at what, 2018? Wow, I was going to guess 2107, or 1207. That's good. That is a good solid score. And since he already played, we know that'll get us to victory. So the Loquitur account for this season will be 8 wins and 1 loss, I believe. That's pretty good. All right, and we still got some feats out here. We can claim that feat. Only got 20 hours left on that one. And then I do have to do my arena and fleet battles to close these out tomorrow. Squad has to be tomorrow, right? Yeah. All right. All right, all right. And then we've got a week left to go for the undersized. We can get that. And we got 20. We got to clear 8 more next week. Pretty good. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good little run. My first relic was Boba. Yeah, that's good. That's a good first relic. All right. Okay, so what do we want to do then? You guys want to look at another account real quick? I got another account we can look at, if that seems like a fun idea to y'all. Seems like a fun idea to me. I enjoy snooping around in other people's accounts, seeing what other people have done, comparing it to what I might do. That's a fun little thing. Oh, check in on Conquest. Okay, I can do that. I can check in on Conquest. You guys are going to love my Conquest on this, on my main account here. Watch this. 424 out of 425. I've got my feats all completed here. There's nothing easy left. I got to go back and complete one of these crazy feats on a boss. I've been trying to do this one with the, 30 critical hits. But any team that's good enough to beat this team kills them before I ever get 30 critical hits off. So I have to find a team that can last long enough to stay in there and just keep nickel and diming him with critical hits. Geos would be great if I could play the Geos in there. That would be awesome. You still have a feat in that zone? Yeah, I think that's the one with thermal detonators, though, right? I literally like have Greedo with thermal detonators. Yeah, I can't. I don't have Dengar or Zam Wassel, I think, is another one that puts out detonators. Who else puts out detonators? I mean, I've got Greedo, but that's about it. So if anybody has any ideas what characters can throw out thermal detonators that I might have, I don't know. I don't see the end in sight for that one. Jawas? Yeah, I don't have Jawas. I don't even have Jawas started. Jawas are all level 1 for me. And I sure as heck am not going to build Jawas just to be defeating Conquest. I'll get my other point. I'll figure out some way to get those 30 crits. We'll just keep chipping away at it. We'll figure it out. All right, so if we go over here on Loquitur, looking at Conquest, we've got 118 out of 155. Same thing, I think last time I talked, we're stuck on this node. I don't have enough power to get through this before Droideka starts rolling around. And then for my Geo team, they can't stand up to this. And for my Trooper team, once he gets the invulnerability on him, I don't have any way to remove it. So I get stuck behind that. I'll mess around a little bit, put Ahsoka Tano on the team with the Troopers and see if I can get over there and use her basic to remove that immunity and get them. But so as the energy builds up and my stamina goes back up on my characters, I'll try a couple other things. But I've got these feats that I can work on over the next week and try to get my good guy battles in and finish out these dark side battles. And so we should be able to do those feats. And I figure I may be close to getting here. If I can get close to 150, then I'll really try hard to get this 155 because it would be nice to get that chest. I think this chest upgrades to second Zeta, a few more of these materials, and you start getting your Razor Crest in there. So it'd be real nice to get that third chest, I must say. I spent all my currency over here on the shop too. I'll put that in my update video for the week when I'm in there. But I looked ahead at the Geo Spy to find out what he needed, and then I went into the shop here, and I bought the multi-tool. I bought enough of the multi-tool for him, and I bought enough of this. Bought some of these bayonets for him, so that I'll be closer to getting those things to relic level for my Geo Spy. I do think he'll be my next relic character. All right. My advice for everyone: do the sector and event feats first, then worry about nodes and the boss feats last. Yeah, I like doing, I would say the reason why you want to go through the nodes pretty quickly is because you get your discs. If On my low level guys, those discs made a huge difference. So being able to go through and get the discs first, and then go back and replay some of the combats to try to get the feats is good. Now, on my main account, you got to look at the feats first, because one of them was said, win with full team of Jedi 7 times. Well, while you're clearing the nodes, you can just pick your best Jedi team as one of the teams that's clearing the nodes and do the quest as you're going along. But at least go far enough through Zone 2 to get your discs filled up. That's what I would say before you go back and start redoing a bunch of battles. And then once you've redone a bunch of battles, you can go back to Zone 1 or Zone 2 and fight the boss with all your good discs and potentially have a much better chance of beating the boss. I rushed through it to get all the most discs and then went back and finished all battles to 3 stars. Yeah, that's a good way to do it. Nabokov says, what I mean is don't go back and try to 3-star every node, do the feats first, and then worry about the rest. Absolutely. Absolutely agree with that. That's what I did on my main. I went through, and then, as I needed to complete the feats for the light and dark side teams anyway, then you can go back and you can touch up that 2-star node and get it to 3 stars and while you're working on a quest or a feat. That's absolutely true. Yep. But getting those discs, that's fun. I would recommend, at least progressing far enough to get some of those discs before you turn back around. Good conversation, guys. I like that people are having fun with those with the Conquest stuff. That's nice. It's a good little game mode. I'm glad they put it in. I'm glad they put in more ways to get loot. We can always use just a little bit more gear. Biggest advice is to use Vader or Yoda with the cooldown reduction disc. They solo everything. Yeah, that's cool. I on my main account, I got offense and crit damage, offense and crit damage, offense and crit damage. I got like 6 of those. I just put them all on. And then teams like troopers and bounty hunters and clones that go first, just shred the other team. Nobody gets a turn. So I think based on what discs come up, it's going to make different teams better. On my Loquitur account, because I'm stuck with really only 2 teams, I took the ones that give your whole team health and protection. I took the leader one that makes your leader better. So I just took generic ones that kind of give your team better stats. And then the armor shred one, there's something broken with the armor shred one, because sometimes I'll hit a character and the armor shred will go up, and they're only supposed to get armor shred if they fall below 100% health. So I don't know if there's some kind of mechanic in the game where I'm doing some kind of true damage through protection, but I'll literally hit characters and they'll have 80% protection left, and that armor shred will show up on them. So I don't know what I'm doing, but that's a pretty good that's a pretty good little disc, because it really puts you over top in some of these combats. I just wish they had easy mode for Conquest in addition to the normal and hard modes. I don't. I think normal is fine. I think normal's fine. The fact that I can almost clear 2 zones already at 700,000 galactic power, by the time I get to 1 million, 1.5 million, I'll be getting through zone 3. So you could say, well, I want the Razor Crest and I hate that I can't get the Razor Crest. Okay. But I don't think the mode I don't think it's that bad with the normal. I still think you're going to be able to get a pretty good chest, and it's going to be better than a raid chest from the looks of it. So I don't know. I guess there's enough stuff in the game for accounts just getting started to worry about anyway, and Galactic War and all that other stuff. So if they put an easy mode in, that's fine with me. I mean, I'm nothing against it. But if they don't, I'm not going to be unhappy either. I think for new players, it's actually good to say, well, it looks like I'm going to have to build 2 good solid teams before I go crazy with my roster, And that's what'll get you through As I play Conquest with my Loquitur account, I've got the Geos, I've got the troopers, and that's pretty much it. My Jedi can go in and kill some low-level Ewoks, but that's about it. So I've basically got 2 teams, but I'm managing pretty well in Conquest with just 2 teams. And I think if you had one really good dark side team and one really good light side team, even pretty early on in the game, you'll be able to get up to Zone 4 pretty easy, I think. Maybe not through Zone 5, but through Zone 4. I didn't work on Conquest when it came out because you were working on Murder Bears. Yeah. The armor shred is weird. Had like 10 armor shreds. Yeah, it is weird. It's weird the way that disc works. I imagine there's something there that needs to be fixed. All right, well, let's get on into this second look at account. We've got the Mysterious Stranger. Feels like, I've seen him before somewhere in the Knights of the Old Republic. Stats, about 1 million in characters, about 800,000 in ships. So we got quite a bit of ships. I haven't even glanced at this account yet, so I'm looking at it cold on stream. That's probably not a good idea, but but I got no idea what I'm going to find. So you all get to find out with me. All right, so we got some ships. We got Han and Chewie all going with the Millennium Falcon. Some mediocre ships here. I can't tell for sure what he's doing with ships. He's got Galactic Republic. He's got a bit of a Rebel fleet. Let's see what he's doing for Arena just to check. Oh, he's got the Negotiator already. So he's doing the Negotiator with these. Huh. And then I guess he's got a Rebel fleet on the side. And also some Geos. Okay. This looks like what I did with Fleet early on. Just unlocked everything and built a bunch of ships. Which is not a good idea. Like this Gauntlet Starfighter, there's no reason for that to be unlocked. This Piston's U-Wing with these guys at level 1, there's no reason for that to be unlocked. This is all galactic power. Well, that's no galactic power, so it's not hurting him too much. But the Geos, they've got some decent galactic power. I guess he's got a clean-up fleet, if nothing else. He's got Plo going, which is good. So, I mean, an early look at the fleet says, just keep working on your Negotiator fleet for right now. Just, make that a really strong fleet. And you've already got these relic guys with the Millennium Falcon. That ship's pretty solid. So that gives you a backup fleet with the Rebels. And then, go from there. All right, for characters, we got CLS, Han, Chewie. We got Padme. We got Kenobi, Ahsoka. So I guess we have a Padme team in addition to the CLS team. And with CLS like this, you can run that as a 3-man team. You don't even have to have 2 more characters. If that R2 can go with the Padme team, for example, doesn't even need to go with these guys. Got C-3PO, Jedi Knight Anakin. So we can make a team there as well with Padme, Kenobi, Ahsoka, Jedi, and 3PO. That's good. Then he can go with the Rebels. All right, who else we got? 3PO and Chewie coming up to help out that Rebel team as well. Committed to the Rebels. Of course, Ewoks, because Phoenix. There's the Thrawn down here. Grandmaster Yoda not worked on too much. And then we've got a lot of characters that are unlocked at 7 stars, level 80. It doesn't look like a hyperdrive bundle. But we've got a lot of characters kind of started but not worked on. All right, let's look at mods real quick. What do we got over here? 301 speed. Holy cow, Luke is fast. That's a fast Luke. A little bit of tenacity, health, crit damage. That's a fast CLS. Then Han Solo, 251, also fast. I've got mine modded slow, but modding him fast is better. With the changes to turn meter, it actually matters whose Han goes faster if you ever have to face off against another Han. So there's reasons now to actually make your Han Solo faster. So he's cruising along pretty good. 258. These guys are pretty fast without speed sets, right? No speed set. So these are pretty good speed substats if you got that much speed, without a speed set. It's pretty good. 9 speed there, 15 speed there, 11 speed there. So Chewbacca's in pretty good shape. How we got Padme? Tons of health, a little bit of potency, crit chance, health, speed. So she's modded in the right way. Speedy with lots of health. Little bit of potency to land that kick. All right, so this player looks to know what they're doing with mods. They're not in too bad a shape with mods. I would say keep doing what you're doing there. Looks like we've committed to relicking this Grievous. I love that team. I love to just have a Relic 7 Grievous. Just take him all the way, max him out, push him to the hilt, and then put him with a team of 4 other garbage droids and separatists on defense. And, just with one really big Grievous relic, you can take away a lot of banners from your opponent. You sometimes get a hold. It's crazy how good he is. So then we got Magna Guard, Battle Droid. Okay. So what advice would I have for this account? Definitely don't start new things, right? If you want this to be your arena team and you want to bring up this 3PO and Chewie, keep working on their stars. But I would say while you're doing that, get this Padme team finished out. Relic her for sure, Relic Anakin for sure. They're the 2 most important characters on the team, and they're the ones that aren't Relic'd yet. Kenobi's got to go higher in Relic because of his capital ship. I see that you're stuck on Relic 1 for these guys. If you want to get these guys to higher relics, it doesn't seem too hard. You should be able to farm up plenty of stuff to break down for bronzium wiring. Take a look at my videos and watch how to get those chromium transistors real cheap, and then you should be able to get these guys to the ones you like to Relic 5, and even the ones you aren't that fond of to Relic 3 for sure. But I would keep doing that, finish out the C-3PO, build the Grievous, build the Padme team. Just keep building what you're already building. Don't start more new teams. Once you've got those in good shape, then you've got to choose between either, stopping off for a Revan somewhere or going straight for a Galactic Legend. All right. Let's go over here to chat. Got to catch up. Oh, let's see what we've got. Can you review my account? If you join the Discord and you go in there, there's a little form that you can fill out that puts your account in for review. We've got a couple other people besides myself right now. So if you want me specifically to look at your account, you can do that. Or you can just put it in and anyone who's in that team can have a look at the account and give you some decent advice. So we're trying to speed things up a little bit for people who are just looking to see if they're on the right track. This account, for example, that I'm looking at right now, that's a good example of what I'm talking about. The person's doing okay on mods. They're doing okay on ships. Just my advice is keep building up what you have. Don't build out a whole bunch more teams. And you're on the right track, Build that Grievous team, and you can build up some of that Grievous stuff. And if you really want to go for General Skywalker or something like that as your next project, you could do that. But yeah, I would stabilize the teams you've got, then pick a Galactic Legend or Revan or Gas. All right. I tried watching Arnold's, but can't spare 8 hours of my time reviewing it. Yeah, Arnold he has some long streams, but he puts chapters in them, so it's real nice. You can just go try to see what it is that you came to see. So I really respect that he does that. I've done chapters on my videos as well for the same reason, hoping that it helps people. His teams are so overpowered, I can't relate. That's sort of why I created my channel. Honestly, guys, I see quite a few of the content creators out there who are talking about end game stuff, and there was something between I think it was Cubs fan Han and another person, and they reviewed 5 of the top 3v3 teams, and 4 of the 5 were like Galactic Legends and Moff Gideon and all kinds of stuff, and I look at that and go, for newer players, for people who are just starting out in the game, there's no context for that. You can't. It doesn't help you to know that Galactic Legends are a great 3v3. So I created my channel really trying to help people start the game and get a good, clean start. That's what we're trying to do over here. All right, the best ones are the cooldown disc for Conquest together with the disc giving buffs and then the leader strengthening buffs. If you get those, you can do everything. I like the stat buffs. I do like the stat buffs a lot. The one that gives them a damage over time at the start of their turn seems... I think it should be good, but it seems pretty weak unless you got a team that really thrives on debuffs. I did some heavy praying to RN Jesus before my 7-star Padme run. Yep. Yeah, that's the game sometimes. If you want to do these events with low gear, you just got to keep swinging until you get the right turn of events. All right, well, we're going to move on to the next Grand Arena. See what we can do over here on my main account. All right, so let's review the last battle. That was a loss. We were messing around with the Padme team with our nest, and we lost this one battle. And literally, guys, that's what cost us the match. If we'd had a good clean win here, even if it would have been like 58 banners, that would have put us at 21-12 or 21-22, and we would have won. So, yeah, you got to live and learn. So there's a lesson in there for me about R2-D2. I went back and watched the match, and it really comes down to, normally when I play that matchup, I'm targeting Anakin first and I kill him first. But with R2 putting up the stealth, that's what really messed up Nest's routine, and I think ended up getting me killed because I couldn't attack who I wanted to attack. So it's a lesson for the future if I'm going to nest that team to watch out for that R2-D2. I think that's really kind of the takeaway from that loss. All right, so then we come over here and we look at our opponent. He's doing well, placing high in fleets, high in arena. He's got 1.7 in ships and 2.5 in characters. So he's got less ships than us and more characters. If we go out and we look at his ships, you see what you expect to see. He's got the First Orders going. He's got the negotiator stuff with the Galactic Republic going. His Bosk is only a Gear 12 Bosk, so that's good. Got Ray's Millennium Falcon up and coming, so maybe he's working his way toward another Galactic Legend Ray. So a lot of stuff at the top with good fleets, but then it drops off. So I expect that he's got 2 really good fleets, and then he's probably got 2 kind of mediocre fleets. So our hope is that he kept both the, probably put the negotiator on defense, took the malevolence and the finalizer on offense. That's what I think we would expect to see for ships. In here, he's just got us outmatched on characters. So he's just got more of these premium characters than we do. Supreme Leader Kylo Ren, General Skywalker, he's got Revan. I'm missing Skywalker, missing Revan, missing Malik. He's got all those characters. So in that regard, he's in pretty good shape. But then from there, we get kind of into this mid-range of stuff with, working on Jedi training Rey, Revan. And then relics for days. He's got a lot of relic characters. Then even good Night Sisters to follow it up, and Geos and more relic characters down here. And So this is, I'm looking at this going, man, he's got more than I do. Just, let me say it this way. His account was better managed than I managed my account. So we've got quite some challenge against us today. So here's what we placed. We did things just a little bit different to mix it up. We put this team with the Sith up front. We put our Mon Mothma team on defense again. I really don't want to put this on defense, but I don't have another defensive team that's as good that I want to put in place of it. Like if I put Jedi Knight Revan here, that would also be a good defensive team instead of this, but I don't want to give up my Jedi Knight Revan. So I'm kind of stuck for now putting Mon Mothma here, even though I do like her better for offense. And then my leftover First Order team. Over here I put my Galactic Legend and my Grievous team, and like I said, there's the Grievous at 7, Relic 7, and just a bunch of garbage droids, and that team takes banners and gets holds sometimes out of nowhere. Then on the back, we put the Geos and the Night Sisters. Again, we don't want to give anything away because I do expect he's going to clear my Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. And then we put the same fleets as always. We're becoming very tired and routine about how we place fleets, but like I said in my last video, I can't think of something better to do with fleets than what I'm doing right now. So I'm kind of stuck in that routine. So here we've got his bounty hunters, and we've got Ewoks. Yay, Ewoks. And then over here we've got his Padme team, full Padme team with C-3PO. We've got kind of a weak Geo team, and then we've got kind of a strong Grievous team. So this is a pretty tough setup for me. I'll probably have to do Padme versus Padme because I don't know what else I have that can reliably beat that. And I may even have to do cleanup on it because he's got the C-3PO, which is better than my Barriss Offee that I have as my 5th. But at least with Padme, I have some pretty good chances to resist all of his stuff. And this is weak. We can nest these Ewoks, and then we'll have to take something against these bounty hunters to figure out what he has on his back wall. So the easy thing to do with these Geos over here is I could just do the Triumvirate, or maybe even just Traya and Scion, and just let the Geos kill themselves on Traya. So got some options. Here we're probably going to have to do Jedi Knight Revan, and that's a lot of relics, so that's tough. Okay. How we doing over here with the likes? We could use a few more likes. I think some people have joined that haven't left a like behind, so please pull out your lightsabers and stab that like button. That's the thing, looks like a hand with the thumb sticking up. Just put a hole in it, stab it, slash it, whatever you got to do. Force crush it. I'm happy with a good force crush too. Leave behind some damage over time so it keeps liking it over and over again every start of every turn. It'd be pretty cool if you could do that. All right, so maybe we just start here with Nest and just super easy, right? Clean these Ewoks up. I think we'll do that. And if Nest fails me again today, I'm throwing her out. Out she goes. We can't have Nest letting us down. 2 battles in a row. That would be bad. The chat's gone kind of quiet, guys. No questions, no comments, or just watching. All right, Nest against Ewoks. They shouldn't have. I should have checked their potency, but generally people haven't invested enough in Ewoks to have enough potency to worry me on Nest. All right. They do take a lot of turns, though, and they put up a lot of buffs that go away and give Nest more strength. So, is Nest a hard node farm? Nest is from ships, in hard ships, like 5 5D or 5E or something like that. So for most people, it takes a little while to get up into those hard nodes for fleet on level 5, but that's where she's at. She's in a fleet hard node. Not easy to get to. Let's see, what do we do here? I kind of just want to do clones here. I'll lose some banners, but it's a cheap team. But I could save clones against Grievous in case something goes wrong over there. Who else beats up bounty hunters easily? Who do we like against these bounty hunters? Let's see. Let's see who we got. We could take our own bounty hunters. That's overkill, though. Hey. I wonder if we took our bounty hunters up against this Padme team, how would that go? We could go first, do our thing, get our Annihilate up with Mando, and then what? Take out Jedi Knight Anakin? And then we just have to work it from there? Can bounty hunters kill Padme? Let's see, what do we got going on over here? Django's a beast. Watching the stream from the beginning. Hey, cool, thanks. Hard for Mando to get a crit on Padme. Yeah. Does Kenobi put up anti-crit stuff? Maybe he does. Yeah, he puts up the crit immunity, doesn't he? Depends on how good the bounty hunters are. My bounty hunters are pretty good. Pretty solid bounty hunters. I just don't want to commit too much to this because I want to have good stuff against his back wall. So what's the minimum I can commit to this and come out smelling like a rose? That's the question. What else do I have down here that's not that great? Not much. Not much. We could do the Rebel team again, right? Against the bounty hunters. Who do we got that we could put with these three? Rebels or a tank? We got him that we could put in here. We got old Ben that we could put in there for fun. Put him in the smoke screen. All right. Let's take a bunch of characters in against these bounty hunters. The CLS trio is probably enough, but my Luke is terrible. He's got no Zetas. He's got Gear 12. He's got trash mods on him. He's in bad shape. He doesn't count as one of the trio right now. It's basically Han Chewie, and he's just there for the leadership skill at the moment. So I got to do some things to bolster up the team. How did Division 11 GAC go? Clean. It went clean. Good stuff. All right, let's see what we can do with this Dengar. All right, get him out of there so he can't annoy us from stealth. We don't have the Mando to kill this time like we left Mando alive last time, and he killed Chewbacca, which we don't want to happen again. All right, so let's put everybody under stealth except R2. Let's leave R2 out. He can be the target. All right, and we'll have to do some basics here because Boba said so. All right, there we go. That's good. Get an assist off of that. Let's take out Cad Bane because it's easy right now, since all I've got is basics. Get back there. All right, now let's see. Go Han, go. Boom. Let's take him out too. Go again. That rocket better not cost me banners. I think it did. Man, he stole the banner from me with that rocket. 52. Ugly, but I saved good teams for the back wall. Let's see what he's got back there. Anything worth saving teams for? Well, the first order we have to save a team for. This one's easy. Does everybody know what we do against this? Come on, chat, tell me. Tell me what we do right here against this Old Republic team. Does everybody know what this one is? What is it? What happens over here? All right. Hugo says he's working on Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. What's the best first order lineup without SLKR included? Kylo Ren unmasked, old school Kylo, and the Sith Trooper Lobster, and Hux, and the other tank, the First Order Stormtrooper. That's the 5 that I would use as a good Grand Arena team. Kylo Food, Cup Solo. It's definitely not a Cup Solo. Yeah, Kylo Solo, OG Kylo. You got it, boys. That's how we do this. Kylo Ren masked. I'll call him KRM. Am I on the right team? I didn't pick the wrong team by accident, did I? I would hate to go in there and find out that I'd picked that First Order team. All right. OG Kylo. KRM. And then I guess Supreme Leader Kylo Ren would be Kylo Ren masked sometimes, because he takes it off when he does his ult. Kylo Ren. That still gives us turn meter even though we don't hit anybody, right? Oh, so many damage over times. It hurts so bad. All right. Get him. Splat. That Juhani's holding up nicely. Look at her. She's tanking like she's actually a tank or something. What's going on with that? We'll do one more of these. Yeah, we'll just keep doing it. And I'll switch over to that. 63 Baneros. Good Lord, he's effective. Yep. He's got exactly the right skill for that team. Every time he takes damage, he gains life back. Life and protection, I think. So the damage over times each individually do damage, so he gets the bonus in between each instance of the damage over time. So it doesn't matter how many of them there are. All right, so we got that to deal with. And we're going to save up some teams. We're going to go here and figure all of this stuff out before we go back down there. So with this, we just do Padme on Padme, I think. I think that's what we're going to do. Now in this, the attacks out of turn are very important, the order in which you trigger any attacks out of turn. The AI is just going to do whatever skills they want to do. But as a player, then you have control over it. So that's the one advantage that you have in this matchup. Her basic attack, Padme's basic attack, gives you protection up. So a lot of times I like to start with her basic attack for protection up and then use her healing middle skill after we've taken some damage. So that's what we're going to try to do. And we are going to shoot Anakin first. And we're just going to put up that little bit of protection. That'll help us against debuffs. Then we'll come over here and hit Kenobi. Oof. Hang in there, Barris. And then this isn't doing extra damage right now, so we're going to hold on to that. And get Retribution up. At least on some characters. All right, let's get over there and get the dodge off of him. Now we will do the health and protection. That takes buffs off. We should be able to get a pretty good hit on Anakin. All right. Now we'll hit And she should be able to kill Anakin. Go. Kenobi's dying over here. Let's give him some protection up. Let's do just a basic. Let's heal up Kenobi. Start working on Padme. Almost finished working on her in one hit. Yikes. All right, get her. Okay, and now I don't think we can get much banners back from here, so we'll just pile in and finish off the combat. 56. I always lose when I go Padme kills my squad arena rank. Why are you losing against Padme versus Padme? Just watch your attacks. Use Ahsoka in the right way to make sure that you clear the taunt off of Kenobi right before you want to hit Anakin at the start of the battle. Once you kill Anakin, then that battle's over. All right, so what do we want to do here? Do we want to go clones or Jedi? Clones or Jedi? I think the Jedi are probably more reliable, right? But I just feel bad going in with this little tiny hermit Yoda. We've seen that he doesn't hold up to the AoEs very well yet. So we can do this team first. And we've got clones as backup if that doesn't work. And we've got some more stuff in the tank. So let's see if we can pick them apart with this. Is there a certain point where that strategy doesn't work with Kylo Ren masked? The answer to that is kind of no. Because what people do is they'll work on those Old Republic until they get the Revans unlocked. And once they have the Revans unlocked, people rarely go back and make those characters any better. So your Kylo Ren trick is going to work pretty much the whole time. Alrighty, let's see if we can get this B2 down. Alright, make the shooting stop. Ooh, he's stout. Get in there and try to get enough attacks. And I've got buff immunity on. Now it's off, so I can attack again and get my foresight. Alright, and just do that. And we'll do that. That should take out the B2. Okay, let's see if we can stun him. Should have saved that for over here, huh? Ooh, bidoof. Well, he's gonna kill somebody. Let's hope it's not Jolie, I guess. Okay, let's send this around to Jolie. Heal up Yoda a little bit. We'll send Yoda over to attack. Get some buffs going again. Health equalization isn't helping. Okay, tap everybody. Now I think we really need to deal with this Droideka before he gets any stealth going or bubble going on again. Okay, Jolie, it's your time, my brother. We'll mark up this Grievous and get him going. Get him back. All right. This should do Grievous, right? No. Youch. Let's do Yoda. That'll get them both to attack. All right, let's pass it around to Hermit Yoda. I don't know if that's helping or not. Let's spread around some buffs. Let's attack ourselves with Jolie to get cooldowns in case we need it. In case Bastila dies and we want her back. And we'll go here. Then we'll stun him. Mark him down. Okay. There we go. 55. Those battles in Gravis are always ugly banners. Ugly, ugly banners. All right, now we got troopers left and a bunch of stuff. We've got Vader, but man, I can't go through this without Vader, without playing a trooper game, right? All right, guys, we're gonna take bets. We're gonna take bets on this team. All right, I'm taking bets. How long is this combat going to last? Less than 20 seconds, 20 seconds to a minute, or more than a minute? What do you guys think? Where do you guys put this battle at? Less than 20, 20 seconds to a minute, or over a minute for my troopers to kill the leftover First Order squad? 15 seconds, 20 to a minute. Got some votes for 20 to a minute. If Hoda is too brittle, leave him out to stop Savior from triggering. Less than 20. 20 to a minute, less than 20. Auto? I tell you what, guys, I'm going to click a few things and put it on auto and see if we can get it under 20. Confidence. Extreme overconfidence. Matt says specifically 30 seconds. All right. Let's go in here and see. All I know is it would go a lot faster with the snow trooper. All right, let's take that down. Let's go over here. That's the first kill. Put that on him. Auto. Oh, it went over 20 seconds. I didn't get it in auto fast enough. We still got a shot at doing 30 seconds, though. Nope. Oh, over 30 seconds, too. Come on, Kylo. Man, that took forever. That took almost 40 seconds. I'm let down. I'm disappointed. Sad. I need to bring my Relic 5 Snow Trooper over here so I can do that faster. Too slow. I know, right? That was too slow. That was too slow. I think when you bring in your Imperial Troopers, instead of 5 minutes, it should time out at 1 minute. Just to make it a challenge. This is truly a tragedy. I agree. Maybe I should have just put it on auto right from the start. All right. Geos. I think we can probably do Geos with 2 characters, right? If we do this and this, we kill the Geos with 0 risk. If we just do Vader, there's a risk. If we just do this, there's no risk, right? They can't do anything against us. Or even worse, we could do this. Is Palpatine better or worse? Cup and them. Oh, that's a good point. That's a good point. That's a good point. Let's go out and look at feats and see if we got any of those crazy feats where we just got to bring in a character of some kind. Take a quick look. Let's go out. No. Nope, I don't have any weird feats I got to do. All right. Emperor lead with Vader is a free win. Yeah. That's a free win. You save Treya. What am I saving Treya for? Every other zone is empty. The zones, they are empty. All right. Get out of stealth, spy. Can't hide from me. Die. All right. 2. Let's do Force Crush again. Hit. Hit. Call. Poggle. Zappy zappy. I am pleased. 63 banners. Yep. I saved Treya, but I tell you what, Treya needs a ship. Treya needs to fly in here and Radis. What? Oh, that's the Malevolence. Okay. All right. All right, so his Malevolence, I'm surprised. This is not much galactic power on the Malevolence. And he's starting with 2 Geos. Is that a spy and a soldier? Interesting. He's going to force me to kill the Vulture. And this fleet is, I don't know what this is. Home 1 with garbage? This is like an auto deploy fleet or something. Huh. All right, so let's do this one first. Let's do Tarkin, Vader, TIE Bomber, First Order, TIE, for the extra chance to get. And then we're going to put in 1 reinforcement just in case something unusual happens. All right. 1 hit. 2 hits. 3 hits. Wow. That was even easier than I possibly imagined. Wow. Crazy. All right, that. You know what? I bet he planned on me never getting to fleets. He probably put those big teams out in front of his fleets and just said, psh, this guy ain't ever going to see my fleets. I'll just throw trash back there and be fine. That's probably it. That's probably what he did. All right, we'll just do those 2 reinforcements. I don't think we need another one. But we're not stressed for banners, right? So we could take this and not regret too much. That's only 1 extra banner, and if this goes long, then we've got it. What I wish I had is a ship that did area effect attack. I wish I had my Anakin, because that can be very useful against Malevolence fleet. All right. Well, take him on in. And we'll have to shoot Spy first. He'll go under stealth, but hopefully he'll be stunned. So if we stun him up first, that should give us a much better chance of pulling this off. Soldier gets assists. Seeing the Geos squished makes me happy. I think it makes quite a few people happy. All right, let's just get the assist here and kill him in 1 shot. Then he'll get replaced. And then he'll summon another one. How am I targeting that? I'm targeting a ship in stealth while there's another ship out? That doesn't make sense. I'll take it, though. Oh, there it switched. All right, let's get the Foresight going. We're giving his capital ship all kinds of turn meter, though. All right, steal your turn meter. Work on the Spy some more. Pump it up. Foresight again. Giving him turn meter right and left, but we don't care. Pull him out of stealth. And see if we can finish this matchup. Yes. Good. 64. 64 banners on fleet. All right. Well, do you guys have any other questions that you want me to answer? Anything you want to talk about here toward the end of the stream? That's going to be it for this Grand Arena Division 2. 2131 banners. That feels pretty good. We didn't drop a match this time, right? We cleared everything in one. We wasted a few banners on that bounty hunter team because we wanted to save something for the back. But other than that, I think this was efficient. This was about as well as we could have done. Probably one or two more banners we could have eked out of there if we'd have been careful on that bounty hunter team. All right. The chat is silent. You guys are quiet. Everybody ready to go to bed? Once I get my Padme team established really well, what team should I build? Well, if you've got two really good teams, let's say you've got, if you don't have Geos, Padme and Geos is nice. If you've got a good Padme team that's getting you a good squad arena and a Geo team that could get you into just about any guild you want to get into. So, I don't know, how early are you in the game? What's your GP? That'll tell me more what I need to know about your Padme situation. But typically I would say if you're over 1 million galactic power, you need to be thinking about which galactic legend you're going to build. So let's say you're at like 1.2 million galactic power, you're working on Padme, you get up to like 1.6, you get her finished out. You should be building something like let's say you want to go for Sith Eternal Emperor, then start building the Trooper team. If you want to go for Kylo Ren, start building a good Supreme Leader Kylo Ren or Kylo Ren Unmasked team. So that's what I would say. Once you get done with your Padme, figure out your next project. And I'm a big fan that once you've got a few teams and you've got your account stabilized, that you should indeed pick a galactic legend and start working on that. I'm a fan of doing it in phases. If it's Supreme Leader Kylo Ren, work on your first team along with the ships. Get the finalizer going at the same time that you're working on your Kylo Ren Unmasked team. As you get those characters to Relic, you should be able to get the finalizer started. And then as you work on your second wave of teams with the Phasma and the 2 pilots and the officer and all that stuff, then you can finish up your finalizer and be ready for Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. So you kind of do it in 3 phases. Prepare the ships, work on your first team, and then work on the rest of the characters while you finish it out. So that would be my advice to most people. Of course, if you look in your account and you've got all kinds of good stuff and you're ready for General Skywalker or something like that, you've got 70,000 Get 1 saved up, then do that. It's hard to know for sure what the right way to do is. The important thing is go for one of those big characters. I'm going to go to bed. Good night, everyone. Yeah, see you, man. I don't know for sure how to pronounce your name. Is it Nices or Nices or something like that? Tell me how to pronounce your name and I'll be able to say good night to you on the next stream. All right, well, I'm not seeing a whole lot of other questions coming up in here, so I'm probably going to tidy up the stream and sign off for the night. Please drop that like button if you haven't on your way out. Give it a good stab. And subscribe to the channel so you can watch more videos like this in the future. Join us over on the Discord. The Discord's up and running. It's really great. There's a lot of good resources over there for players. And we've had quite a few people saying recently that joining the Discord, the advice that they've gotten over here and from my channel has helped them win some Grand Arenas. So that's what we're aiming to do, is we're aiming to help people build good accounts and do well in Grand Arena. So join us on the Discord. I think anybody over there can find something that they like. And if you want to sign up for some account advice, you can do that too. And we'll try to get around to you just as soon as we can. Thank you all for coming. Appreciate you guys. You're making this fun. And we'll see you in the next one.